Hello from North Tyrone. Today under the spotlight is the Makita LXT 18 volt cordless grinder. Model number DGA452. I love this little grinder. I love these wee DGA452s. But before I tell you why, there's 5 reasons that I love this grinder. I have to tell you the 2 reasons why you should hate this grinder. Firstly, it's older, basic tech. It's an old brush grinder with a straightforward little brushed motor, which is very power hungry in your batteries. It'll eat up batteries like nothing normal compared to your newer, more sophisticated brushless motors. Number 2, it's not the most powerful in the range. It's probably one of the least powerful cordless grinders in the Makita Professional LXT range. The newer BL brushless motors are far more sophisticated and far more powerful, and have a better power transfer from the battery and better return for your battery life. So those are the 2 reasons why you should probably hate this grinder. But in spite of those both shortcomings, I love this grinder. There are 5 reasons why I love it. First reason, it does exactly what it's supposed to. It's not too bad in hand. Nice little switch, it feels pretty good. It's a cordless grinder. Does what it's supposed to. 2, similar, it's a grinder. One of the most useful tools you'll have in your workshop. You can cut with it, you can buff with it, you can grind with it, you can put on a wire wheel and clean down steel. You can also put a little wood blade on and turn it into a wood saw. One of the most useful things you'll have in your shed. 3, it's the cheapest professional cordless grinder on the market today. So for very little, if you have already got about a Makita kit with 5 amp batteries, you can buy yourself this little beauty and you have a grinder. One of the most useful things. 4, I'm going to have to show you 4. Of all the models of brush grinder, Makita, Milwaukee and DeWalt, I find this to be the most sensible for somebody who tries to fix these things on a regular basis. It's got a nice little access panel, which has been very popular in the power tool world for years and years. So you can get access to the brushes when they wear down. And the DeWalt or Milwaukee equivalents, you have to take the grinder to butts. I think this is very helpful to some amateur and more professional repair people like me. I fall into the amateur category, but anyway. So last but not least, I'm going to have to open this grinder, take it apart to show you. So I'm going to pause the video for a second and then I'll show you exactly what I mean. Right, here we are. Just get the screws and got it opened. So basically what you have here is, like I've described before, a very basic brushed motor with nice little plastic brush housing, little caps to hold the brushes in place, the fill coil, the wee switch. It's very, very basic. That's why I love it. First of all, it's very easy to take apart. Only there's a Phillips screwdriver. Who hasn't got a Phillips screwdriver lying around? Secondly, it's got like a sort of accidental fail-safe on it. What happens is, if you give this grinder too much work to do, too hard a work to do, you overheat the motor. But instead of the armature burning out, it starts to melt this little plastic housing. The brushes stick and they don't make contact with the armature, so the grinder stops before it's completely burnt out. Therefore it makes repair costs so much cheaper. So usually what you have to replace is the end bell, the brushes, and the little caps there, you see there. And that's all you usually need to replace when one of these stops going. If it stops going and you can't get this lid off, that usually means you need an end bell and caps and the brushes. And that's probably only 12 or 15 pounds. And the armatures hardly any money at all anyway, but you don't usually need to replace it. So, but because this grinder is so basic in construction and so easy to fix, that's one of the main reasons from an amateur repair perspective that I love it. And I say long live the DGA452. I'm glad they still make these. I like them, I like working at them. They've got a nice place at a low price point in the market. So you can decide in the comments whether you agree or disagree with what I'm saying. And if you like this video, please thumb it up in the appropriate place. And also subscribe to my channel. This helps me make more videos like this. And thanks for watching. Good night.